We though.
Could it be you calling me down? My foolish heart turns out the stars. All that I am is all that you see.
Yeah, you don't need nobody else. Yeah.
What's going on, everyone? This is This Week in the Ville. I am the host, DeonTay Smith, and today's special guest with me today is Joshua Williams, the 4th round draft pick to the Kansas City Chiefs. How are we doing today, man?
I'm excellent. Couldn't be better.
Man, you are living a dream. And the first question I want to ask you is, how did it feel to get that call from the Chiefs into the NFL?
It was like a surreal feeling, something you dream of when you're a little kid. Really hard to put into words. It's a blessing. A lot of feelings going through, just at that moment. And, I thank God for just receiving that call from the Kansas City Chiefs.
You are the second player to be drafted from an HBCU since 2020. What do you think, I don't know how to put it. From an HBCU, what made you go to Fayetteville State? I'll start there.
Just out of high school, I was playing receiver most of my years there. Didn't make too much noise. Moved to corner thanks to my coach, Ryan Frierson. Probably the best decision I've ever made in my life. And things kind of started to pick up. Got some interest from coaches. And, when I graduated, I was only D2 eligible. So I ended up going to prep school down in Columbia. And, looking at the offers I had at the moment, Fayetteville State, they just came back from the CIAA championship. And they were the best offer at the moment. I liked the coaches, liked the vibe. My mom went there. A lot of my family went there. It wasn't too hard of a choice.
You mentioned switching from receiver to corner. How tough was that transition in high school? Because I know that's not easy, whether it be in college or in high school.
Right. It wasn't easy, but with the coaches I had, like I said, my coach at the time who switched me, he put in countless hours training with me. Mm-hmm. Still training with him this day. So shout out to Coach Fry, for just helping me get to the position I am.
Man, I tell you, getting to the NFL is a dream. And I remember there was a time, because I'm an athlete too. I'm a college athlete. I played D3 at Methodist, and there was a time where me and my friends, we would play outside. You know how you go outside and play on the playgrounds, whether you want to go to the NBA or NFL. That's all we talked about, man. And an article from, I believe it was the Fayetteville Observer, said you had the confidence of Deion Sanders and the demeanor of Barry Sanders. How confident are you at your game to help you succeed at the next level?
Well, just being confident, that's something, I feel like just comes naturally. Not saying, I'm just cocky or anything like that, but just knowing I can control what I can control, and that's it. There's no reason to worry about anything else. So I work hard. That gives me my confidence, and countless hours in the film room. That all helps with confidence on the field. So, that kind of is where that came from. And, I'm just blessed to be compared to either of those two guys.
Right.
That's a very, very, bold statement by that person, but I appreciate it.
What player motivated you growing up? I know I was reading, when I was researching, it said you had started watching football at the age of 10. Well, you had started your career path.
Right.
What player motivated you growing up?
Starting out football, it was definitely Adrian Peterson. I was the biggest Adrian Peterson fan growing up. Him and Sean Taylor. So, those guys were kind of my whole, just guys I looked up to. They were my role models.
Do you believe that cornerback, you're a cornerback, do you believe cornerback is the hardest position to play on the football field? Because a lot of people believe that.
I believe that and quarterback are probably the most difficult just because of the responsibility behind it. One bad rep is a touchdown. So you just have a lot of a lot of pressure a little bit, but with repetition, practice, all of that, that kind of goes out the window, and you shouldn't be worried about giving up a touchdown. You should just worry about your assignment, trying to make a play, and trying to win the game. When you start worrying about, I don't want to get beat, or I'm scared to let this receiver get behind me, that's kind of when you start playing scared and stop making plays.
The last time a player was chosen from Fayetteville State was 1976. Is there, at this point in your career, is there anything that feels like pressure to you coming from a HBCU, putting on for, black colleges around the world?
Well, I'm definitely trying to, represent my school, my family, and my whole community the best way I possibly can. But, there's no pressure on me because at the end of the day, I control what I can control. I know I'm working hard. I know I'm not leaving any stone unturned. So, if I'm doing that, there shouldn't be any pressure.
Yeah, that's one thing about being, from a black college or a small community. Some people do feel that pressure. And I want to say that being that you are from Fayetteville, you are a native, is there anything you plan on doing for the community now that you are in the NFL?
Absolutely. Even before, I got to the NFL, I was doing things for my community, whether that be, with my frat brothers, or whether that be just, normal community service hours. I'm, always willing to help out my community any way I can. So, of course, in the future, I want to do something, give back any way I can, and we'll see what ends up happening.
What are you bringing to the Kansas City Chiefs defense? Just to dive into the NFL a little bit. I know they lost Tyrann Mathieu this past offseason, but now that they have a new corner in the 4th round, what do you think you're going to bring to the Kansas City Chiefs defense this year?
Well, definitely versatility. I feel like I'm pretty well-rounded. I'm bringing, definitely some explosiveness. And I'm just willing to contribute any way I can. Any way the coaches need me, any way the team needs me, I'm just happy to be here. Was there any amounts of nervousness going into the draft, the season, any type of nervousness at all? Well, I wouldn't say nervousness. There was anxious. I was anxious. There was a little bit of anxiety there, but me just now coming back from the rookie minicamp this weekend, that all of that has gone away, and I'm just ready to get to the season now. Had a good minicamp and got to play with a lot of my future teammates and just kind of get used to the system and just the environment.
Who are you most excited to line up against this year?
Probably DeonTay Adams. He's a great wide receiver, and that's somebody I've always looked at and watched his game. He's a great route runner, very versatile. Love every bit of his game, and just can't wait to match up against him.
Yeah, you're gonna see him twice a year,
right?
And we'll be here in Fayetteville watching you.
Oh yeah.
Last question I got for you is, who's winning the NBA Finals this year?
Probably the Milwaukee Bucks.
Milwaukee Bucks.
Yeah. I think Giannis is gonna get them boys another ring, man. It's a cold dude right now.
Yeah, you're right, man. Hey, but I think Miami, they no slouch either.
Hey,
they no slouch either.
I hear it, man.
But hey, man, that's all I have for you.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Appreciate you for joining us.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me on.
If you did not get the 910 The VILLE app on your mobile device, please go get that. What are you waiting on? This has been This Week in the VILLE. I am your boy DeonTay Smith. We will see you next week. Deuce out.